What is going on, guys? GSMSC here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is going to be Wednesday the 28th of August. Got confirmed as to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yes, this episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer episode. And finally, in the comment section below, for FIFA 20, would you guys be interested in me streaming? Right, let's jump into some confirmed deals, and first up we have got Emmanuel Adebayor. The former Arsenal, City and Spurs striker has joined Kayserispor in Turkey, as before that he was a free agent. His previous side was Istanbul Başakşehir and he's joined the club on a 1-year contract. Jonathan Caleri has joined Espanyol from Deportivo Maldonado, who I think are a Uruguayan side which he's never even played for. They've owned him for a fair amount of time. But he's joined the Spanish side on loan for this season. There's also an option to buy next summer for a further €25 million. He had a brief stint at West Ham United during the 16-17 season and didn't really impress too much, and last season played for Alaves. And now at Espanyol, he replaced the outgoing Borja Iglesias who joined Real Betis. And now we have a bit of an update about Alexis Sanchez, and for you guys watching the video on Wednesday, this might even be a done deal, but for me recording at 3 PM on Tuesday, it's just a rumour as of right now. But Corre de la Sera are saying Sanchez is set to complete his Inter move soon, as a deal is now imminent. The Chilean will arrive as part of a loan deal, and it's not going to be a free loan anymore. It's going to be €5 million for the season. There will also be an option to buy for the 15 mil. And the problem before was the wages, so you would assume that because they're now paying a fee for the loan itself, it kind of covers the wage situation. Arturo Vidal is drawing interest from Marseille, though Barca plan to keep hold of the midfielder. That's according to Diario Sport. The Chile international drew interest from Inter Milan, as apparently Antonio Conte is a big fan of his, as well as other Serie A sides. And the Barca head coach Valverde does not want to lose Vidal, but Marseille are ready to test a Liga Giants resolve. Paris Saint-Germain have made an offer to sign Rafael Guerreiro according to Bild in Germany. The Portuguese fullback has been offered a new deal by Borussia Dortmund, as his current deal is set to expire in 2020. Even though the German side have offered him a pay increase, he's still yet to accept the offer, and he's still holding out potentially to a move to Paris Saint-Germain. He was linked to the French champions this time last year, as well as a January window, but nothing really materialised. And next up, according to AS, they're saying Angel Correa is close to finalising a move to AC Milan. The Italian side have sent their director to Spain to meet with Atletico Madrid and try and work out a deal. The expected fee is around €42 million or £38 million. The deal is set to go through now, as Correa was absent from training on Monday and is expected to be confirmed by Tuesday. So for you guys watching on Wednesday, it could well be a done deal, and it might have a big impact in the Rodrigo transfer from Valencia to Atletico Madrid. Bordeaux have reportedly contacted Sevilla over the potential signing of striker Dabbur, according to Web at Girondin. The striker is tempted by the idea of working with his former coach Paulo Sousa, who played under at Maccabi Tel Aviv. However, the centre-forward will likely be too expensive for the Ligue 1 outfit, as bear in mind he only joined Sevilla this summer. I think Sevilla paid around £20 million for him initially this summer, and given the fact they've already sold Ben Yedder to AS Monaco, I'd be surprised they sell another striker. AC Milan are willing to sell Franck Kessié to AS Monaco for €25 million, but the player is making enormous wage demands according to RMC. Monaco's plan B to this situation is a potential loan deal for Bakayoko, and after initially being against the deal, Chelsea have relaxed their position in recent hours. So it's either Franck Kessié, but they've got to pay a massive wage, or bring Bakayoko back to the club where, to be fair, a few years ago he was fantastic. Roma are currently in talks with Shakhtar Donetsk about a potential transfer for Tyson. That's according to the player's agent himself. Roma are now in the market for a left-sided player because Diego Perotti picked up a serious thigh injury a couple days ago and he's out for a few months. Gianluca Di Marzio is saying that Roma will have to offload Patrick Schick first if they want to bring in Kalinic from Atletico Madrid. Apparently Schick is very close to moving to Leipzig. It's a loan with the option to buy. Scoring Turkey did say that Fenerbahce are also keen to sign the Roma forward, but as of right now his most likely destination will be the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen have confirmed that Bayern Munich were among the clubs to have inquired about Kai Havertz's availability this summer. The German champions have been heavily linked with the 20-year-old in recent months, with a report in June claiming they made a bid of €90 million. Meanwhile, he also caught the eye of Barcelona, Liverpool and Manchester United this season, and you would imagine this time next year there'll be many teams bidding for him, not just Bayern. And next up we have a bit of an update about Timo Werner again, who recently signed a new contract with Leipzig. And according to Sky Germany, he had an agreement with Bayern Munich this summer, but due to lack of communication, that forced him to sign a new deal. Apparently he rejected offers from other clubs as well because he only wanted to join Bayern, but because he has apparently got a €30 million release clause now, he has obviously got a wage increase as well. A lot of teams would be interested in activating that. Real Madrid are doubling down on their pursuit of Sporting star Bruno Fernandes, as according to Mundo Deportivo. The Portuguese midfielder had a fantastic campaign last year, and because of that, he attracted interest from top European sides. He was apparently very close to going to either Tottenham or Manchester United, but nothing came of that. I'm not sure if Sporting is still holding out for the €70 million total or not, but in regards to this article, it doesn't really suggest either way. And now we have two different stories about Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid regarding the Neymar situation. So first up, El Chiringuito are saying PSG are demanding that Courtois will be involved in a potential swap deal. Real want to offer Keylor Navas instead, but the PSG hierarchy are not interested in the Costa Rican. That's despite reports a couple days ago saying he's their #1 choice for the goalkeeper role. And the second story from AS does say that PSG, they're very insistent on Vinicius Jr. being included. If he's not, no deal will happen. PSG have asked for the Brazilian 3 different times now, but every single occasion they were rejected by Real Madrid. They're very unwilling to include him. And it makes sense why, because if Vinicius carries on the way he's going and progressing very well, his overall transfer market value will skyrocket. And now we have the rumours about Barcelona and Neymar this time, and apparently these ones are very solid sources. So first up, Esporte RAC1, they're saying Barca are planning a second face-to-face meeting with Paris Saint-Germain over the potential signing of Neymar. And according to Rafael Fernandez, or Hernandez should I say, sorry, who is Rafael H117 on Twitter, considered very reliable, he has said Neymar has never been as close to a return to Barca as he is right now. And Mundo Deportivo goes far as saying that Barca and PSG have found an agreement for Neymar at €160 million. A transfer I forgot to put at the very start of the video as a done deal is going to be Rami going to Fenerbahce. It's a free transfer because it's released by Marseille, it's on a 1-year contract. Nice Matin are saying the medicals for both Ajax striker Kasper Dolberg and Lorient attacking midfielder Alexis Claude Maurice will take place today. They're both set to join OGC Nice, and the fees are €20 million plus bonuses for Dolberg and €14 million for Claude Maurice, and the latter was linked to West Ham and Arsenal a lot this window. A player that I mentioned earlier is going to be Patrick Schick, and Goal.com have got a bit more information regarding a deal to Leipzig, and they're saying the Roma forward is set to join on a season-long loan, but the Bundesliga side have also got an option to buy at the end of the season for €28 million. Retired former Netherlands winger Arjen Robben has not ruled out the possibility of resuming his playing career. The 35-year-old called time on a 19-year career as a professional in July. He won titles in Germany, Holland, England and Spain, and he said he would consider return to the pitch if he struggles with life after the game, the quotes do say. Maybe in 1 or 2 months I'll have a strange feeling that I miss, but of course it doesn't get any easier the longer you're retired. I do not rate the chances of returning very highly. Before he announced his retirement, he was linked to his old club PSV, as well as a few clubs in the MLS. Roma are ready to make a fresh move for Liverpool defender Lovren, according to Corriere dello Sport. They claim the Serie A side have switched their attentions back to the Croatian, that's after they failed with a move for Juventus defender Rugani. Lovren is still not featured for the Reds this season, although manager Jurgen Klopp has always insisted he'll not be allowed to move during the European transfer window. It does shut on Monday, and Liverpool do consider him a good backup. Inter Milan may turn to former Manchester City forward Wilfried Bony. The 30-year-old Ivory Coast international currently is without a club, having been released by Swansea in the summer, that's according to Goal.com. Conte was in the market for two strikers because alongside Lukaku, he was also trying to bring in Dzeko from Roma, so quite possibly Wilfried Bony, he might be the more financially beneficial option. And the final one today is from Gazzetta dello Sport. They're saying Inter and Juventus officials have made first contact over a potential swap deal. It would involve both Argentine forwards Icardi and Paulo Dybala. Both players have been subject to a lot of interest this summer, but for Icardi it's a bit of an odd one because for him he's like changed shirt number, had his number 9 shirt taken by Lukaku, but his wife, also his agent, she insists that he wants to stay. And for Dybala, he was very close to a move to the Premier League to join either Manchester United or Tottenham, but neither deal happened. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer upload. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.